everyone, thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're all having a great day. So today we're going to be talking about White Fox by Sarah Faring. It's an adult mystery that follows two girls who are looking for their mother who vanished 10 years earlier. This is the second book I've read from Sarah Faring. The first book I read was The 10th Girl. I wanted more from that one, so I didn't enjoy it as much as I had hoped. However, that one took like a really weird twist near the end that I didn't quite understand, nor did I feel like it fit. But anyway, this one I enjoyed much better. It was a real unexpected thrill to read it, and I think part of the reason why is because of the pacing. I think that Faring does a really good job with her pacing. It's a steady journey for the reader, and it opens with these girls. It opens up with these girls trying to figure out, they're meeting with a psychic, and they're trying to figure out, is their mother alive? What's happening? So there's a lot of mystery to that. And then flash forward 10 years later, or, years later, the girls are pretty much, in high school and college, and the disappearance of their mother, who was a well-renowned actress, is still affecting them. Even to this day, it's still guiding them and controlling them and dictating them how they live their lives. And they both live their lives very differently. You have one who wants to be kind of a superstar like their mother, who lives her life pretty much on Instagram, on YouTube, TikTok. And then you have the more subdued one, the older one, who wants to go to college, wants to write a book. And I think that's really good, and it goes really well in line with the pacing, because the story goes back and forth between these two characters. It goes back and forth developing who they are, the tension between them, because they do have so much tension between them. Oh, don't drop your pacifier, little boy. Sorry, my son almost dropped his pacifier behind the bed. But, oh no, don't make mommy have to take it from you. No. I did that. I'm joined today by my amazing baby boy, Dante. Hi. And yes, I did name him after the poet. In any case, these two girls are so different from one another. The way they take on their mother's disappearance, the way that it has affected both of them, they're both very different. And there is some animosity and tension between them, but in the end, they do come together as sisters. They do come together, and they find that strength that their mother left behind for them to stay unified throughout it all. So I think following these two characters, reading Sarah Faring's carefully used language to develop the story and develop these characters, I really do think it's intriguing. There are so many red herrings in this story. There's so many red herrings that pull you in so many different directions. So you are as invested in this mystery as these girls are, because you need to know, what happened to their mother. Did she just decide to run off and leave them all, or was she murdered? The reader needs to know what happened to her. especially because there are so many plot twists. It's incredible. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to be invested in. You don't know if these girls are safe back home or if they're in danger. Like, you don't know, and that's really what lures the reader in. You're sucked in by the mystery, and you're sucked in by the tension of the story. Now, what I also think works well for the story are the interludes that break up the story, into parts. And these interludes are pieces of a oh, Squirt. No, Mommy's recording. You can't play with her microphone. What's really interesting is the story is broken up into parts, but at the beginning of each part is a piece of the missing script, White Fox. This mysterious script that their mother was working on before her disappearance. I think that those pieces are so engaging. I mean, they were probably my favorite parts of the novel. Now, do I think this was made a good movie? No, I think it would have been a cult classic kind of movie, this White Fox that their mother was working on. But it tells a lot about who their mother was and the relationship she had with the people in her life, how she saw them, how she saw their relationship, how the only thing in her life that was good were her children. And I think that was really well done. It was very thoughtful. It was woo, almost fell there. It was very carefully structured in a way to give the reader a sense of who Marielle Fox was. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed learning who their mother was, learning her relationship with people. It was very mysterious. It was very alluring. It's very dark, but in a really rich and mysterious kind of way. It was very evocative of who Marielle Fox was as a person, I think. And, ultimately, I think that's why I really enjoyed this novel, because of these interludes, added so much depth to the story, and they added so much compelling narrative to the story. I really did enjoy that part of the story. So, this was White Fox by Sarah Faring. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Not quite 4 stars, just because the sisters at times, their personalities did rub me the wrong way. I think, God, sometimes they were just brats. And I really couldn't stand them at times. But I really was intrigued by the mystery of the story. I really was intrigued by the tension and the rising tension of the story. I really do think it is very different from The 10th Girl. And fun fact, I do like how Faring, she does in her one of her characters is working on a game. That game is The 10th Girl. I do think that was a really clever way for her to bring her previous novel into this novel. I think it was a really inventive, cleverly structured little thing, like, hey, I wrote this book, maybe you should check it out. I think it was very interesting to see it mentioned there, and you only catch it if you've read The 10th Girl. So it's a nod to, I guess, fans of her works. If you read the first one, you're going to catch it. So I do think that was very clever on Faring's part. So I did have to bring that up. But anyway, 3.5 stars for White Fox. I was overall really invested in solving this mystery with these girls and really finding this missing script, piece by piece by piece. I needed to know what was going to happen next along with these girls. So once again, this was White Fox by Sarah Faring, 3.5 stars. Go ahead and purchase it off bookshop.org. Percentage of all proceeds do go to supporting local bookstores if you purchase on bookshop.org. If money's tight, please support your local libraries by checking out this book from your local library. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.